Oh my gosh, it's a Black Lotus. Wow. Wow, this pack is absurd. We get Black Lotus, Demonic Tutor, Lion's Eye Diamond, Factor Fiction, Tropical... Oh. What? This is one of the strongest packs I've ever seen. We're definitely going to take Black Lotus. Maybe we can wheel Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't really know what to make. That pack had everything. It's it's insane. But you're never mad to open a Black Lotus, especially first pick, because there's so many opportunities. Like, Black Lotus is one of the cards that gets better the more you're able to build around it, because it's a one-shot mana burst, right? But if you have like Black Lotus Time Twister, Black Lotus Wheel of Fortune, you now have the opportunity to mulligan down to 0 or to 2 cards and then go like Black Lotus Wheel of Fortune, have a 7-card hand, which is kind of awesome. What do I take with it? So there's 2 good decks with Black Lotus. In Storm, it is the best card you could ever ask for. I think it's better than Ancestral Recall in Storm just because mana is the limiting factor a lot of the time. It's also pretty good in aggro. In control decks, I think Black Lotus ends up being worse than a Mox a good portion of the time, but it's still great. Like, you're not going to complain about it. So the question is, what do we want here? Shark Typhoon is decent. We could take Windswept Heath to just stay open. We can take Gideon if we want to have outs to go white. I think Gideon is a really good turn 1 play. This pack's so much worse than the previous pack, though. I'm feeling Windswept Heath because Storm is the best application. If I can draft Black Lotus Storm, I will do that every day of the week. And I guess like Banefire is good for that too, but I'll take Windswept Heath. I don't know. Okay. We have Cultivate. Turn 1 Lotus Cultivate is kind of a combo. Thalia, it's good in white. That is, of all the other applications, Black Lotus white is quite strong. Just kind of boring. Heartbeat of Spring, though, that's definitely something that I'm down for. Heartbeat of Spring off Black Lotus. Then you could just like use all of your mana to get extra mana. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to take Cultivate and try and wheel Heartbeat of Spring. See how big we can go. There's Ulamog, Regrowth. Regrowth Black Lotus is a real combo, so I'm just going to take that. I know Ulamog is cool and all, but ooh, Yawgmoth's Will. Okay. There's also Turnabout Emrakul. Seeing Yawgmoth's Will go this late is a good sign. There was an LED in the previous pack. And if we can get Fast Bond, like, that would be pretty sick. I really wish Gitrog Monster, Fast Bond, and Squandered Resources were in the cube. Can you imagine Green-Black Storm? You go like turn 1 Fast Bond, play a bunch of stuff, you play the Gitrog Monster. I don't know. Somehow you play Squandered Resources as well. Ooh, Birgie's insane. Squandered Resources is sacrifice a land, add mana. Gitrog Monster says whenever land's put in the graveyard, draw a card. So it's just like this insane card draw mana engine that would be so good to have. And you only need like 2 cards to make it work. Anyway, if you're making your own vintage cube, I recommend putting those cards in. Here, I like Birgie more than Chromebox. They're both pretty sweet, but Birgie has really impressed me. I think it's my favorite card out of the new cards that they've released. It just does so much. We have Past in Flames, Wandering Fumarole, Mirari's Wake. Past in Flames is a decent... Oh, I guess I already have Yawgwill. I don't need... Screw you, Past in Flames. I don't need you. Fumarole versus Miscalc, I think, are the picks, and I just want good mana. Very frequently, decks like this have terrible mana, so we want to play it a bit safe. Dark Confidant, Hissing Quagmire, Empty the Warrens. I mean, it's probably Dark Confidant. This card is really good in what we're doing. Especially with Black Lotus, turn 1 Confidant is a pretty good play if you have like Regrowth or something. We can go turn 1 Forest, Black Lotus, Dark Confidant, Regrowth, Black Lotus. And there's the LED. We don't get Cabal Ritual, but that's okay. We now have Black Lotus, LED, Yawgmoth's Will. That's a really, really good base for Storm. And now, Mirari Conjecture gets back instance. Banefire is a good win condition. And honestly, Blooming Marsh helps with our mana. I think I'm just going to take the... Oh, there's also Stalker at Tribe Elder, which is just ramp. I think, honestly, Steve is better than Blooming Marsh a good bit of the time. Yeah, I'm going to take Stalker Tribe Elder. There's the heartbeat we were looking for. Kind of why I took Sakura Tribe Elder, because, you know, just having more lands in play is typically a good thing. So far, we're looking to be a pretty interesting Jund Storm deck. Tasigur, not really playing any of those cards, but Tasigur seems okay. Ramanop Excavator. If we get Fast Bond, this deck's going to be absurd. Here's Downfall for interaction. Mono 3 drops. I'm down for it. I also wish... Ooh, I might actually put that in the deck. I also wish Horn of Greed or something like that was in the cube. Like, whenever you play land card, draw a card. There's so much wasted potential. But, that being said, this deck looks sick. So we didn't open This hand's actually pretty bad for us. This hand, whatever this is not incredible. We can take Teferi, we can take Savannah, we could take Rafellos if we really wanted to. I'm leaning towards Teferi because we're probably going to be blue. The problem is it requires white, but we have Sacro Tribal or Cultivate. Like, we're probably going to get white. We want Heartbeat or Mirari's Wake too. The other option, I guess, is just Chart a Course, which is probably honestly better with this hand. Yawgmoth's LED. We'll just take Chart a Course. Staying low to the ground and cheap is generally a better strategy. Bribery is a good way for free wins. High Tide, probably not in this deck. Is it Signet, Tolarian Academy? All good options. I really like the idea of Primeval Titan. If I can get things going, this will be a really, really spicy deck. If I like Black Lotus Primetime and then I have Heartbeat of Spring, Mirari's Wake, that's so much mana. Yeah, I think Bribery is the optimal pick, and then you just go into like a mid-range deck because this deck can win games. But I like the idea of Primetime Storm. Time Twister, kind of everything we could ask for here. We take that. Dark Petition on the wheel would be insane. Here we have Ponder, Sylvan Library, Leovold. Actually, we do have Time Twister. But I don't need more 3-drops. And Solemn Simulacrum is also good too, but I think I'm just going to take Ponder. It's really good with Yawgwill. There's Fast Bond. Okay. I mean, this is a Fast Bond deck. With Ramanop Excavator, Windswept Heath, I really like Fast Bond, along with Time Twister. And then when you have mana doublers, Fast Bond just becomes absurd. Sorry, Teferi, Maelstrom Pulse, Imperial Seal, but we're doing degenerate stuff over here. There's Yawgmoth's Bargain. I kind of wish I had Courser of Crewfix now, because we are going to damage ourselves quite a bit. And Taiga is good fixing for Bergie specifically. We can get it off Windswept Heath, but I think we need Bargain because this deck is lacking card draw. Here's Duranga Tree Speaker. I'm not really going to be Force of Willing. Yawgmoth is fine. I'll take the Tree Speaker. I mean, it's just really good fast mana. Well, we have Craterhoof Behemoth, Grave Titan Harmonize. This is the weirdest Storm deck I've ever played, but we might be like mono green Behemoth Storm. That's not mono green, but Craterhoof, like, we don't have any Storm win cons, and we have Ramanop, Bergie, Sakura, Tree Speaker, Confidant, Primetime. Craterhoof is an option. Harmonize is just a good card though. I'm gonna take Harmonize. Here we can take Wurn Power Stone, Scavenging Ooze. I guess I take this. Good mana. High Tide, Sling Gang Lieutenant. If I had empty, maybe Sling Gang would be good. I'm not high tiding. Not really shield ridding, and I really don't like Relic, so let's take this, I guess. There's our Dark Petition. I mean, Storm is open. We know this. So we can Dark Petition for Yawgwill. At this point, what do I like more? I don't really love Bitter Blossom. Massacre Worm seems like a sweet card. Really, really good against Thalia in particular. This is one of the weirdest decks I've ever seen. I'm gonna be honest. I really want Tropical Island, but I think that was in the pack that I opened. That like absurd Black Lotus pack with literally everything. Woe Strider, I'll take a Maelstrom Pulse. Wall of Blossoms versus Needle Spires. I'm actually gonna take Needle Spires because that's Bergie Mirari's Wake. Might not be worth it. Maybe Wall of Blossoms was better. I don't quite know what this deck does yet, but if we happen to get Tendrils or Brain Freeze, we'll be happy. And if we don't get empty, that's fine. We just get like Storm into chunky green dudes. It's not the worst plan either. Smokestack, no. What else is in my not playing list? Shieldred, Tassiger, Smoke. Yeah, okay, not playing any of those. As of now, I don't think I need Mirari's Wake. We'll see though. I really wish I had gotten Craterhoof, but I think Harmonize will end up better for the deck overall. Okay, we have Mystical Tutor, Crucible of Worlds, Wall of Roots, and Elder Gargaroth, I guess. I don't think this is a Crucible deck. I mean, Ramanop Fast Bond is already kind of fun, but being able to Mystical for a Time Twister Yawgwill seems good enough, and I would actually like to wheel a Gargaroth. I would probably play it. Let's change this sorting, because Black Lotus LED are in a league of their own. We just need Tendrils. If this deck can get Tendrils, Green-Black Storm would be so much fun. I don't think I'm playing Needle Spires. I think I'm just going to play a basic Mountain, and probably not even a basic Plains. But we'll see. Ooh, Dryad really, really helps with the mana. Dryad really does help. Avenger of Zendikar is a good top end too. But I think I need this for mana consideration, because now I can splash whatever I want. Well, I can try to splash whatever I want. Ancestral Vision, Force of Negation. I don't have Mind's Desire. Razorverts think it's okay. I guess Copperline Gorge is a little bit better if we want to cast Burgi early. Definitely not Oath of Druids, but it would be fun. I guess I just take the land. I mean, my mana's good. I just need a win con. There's got to be one somewhere. Bolas's Citadel. I honestly don't think I take in this position. I just take Knight's Whisper. Just more good card draw. We're doing a lot of damage to ourselves, which is somewhat sketchy. This is a pretty good Sun Titan deck, though, with Black Lotus LED and all these things. So turboing out Sun Titan, I don't hate. There's also Preordain, and I guess there's a good chance I could take Preordain and get Sun Titan to come around, but it's too sweet to pass. I need win cons too, so now I have Massacre Worm, Primetime, Sun Titan, Shieldred as like potential storm ending win cons. Oh geez, I wish I had Empty the Warrens, because with Gaia's Cradle it's really good. With 10 creatures it's okay. I think I want Memory Jar. I have no way to reshuffle my deck though. So that's a little bit like if I had, oh no, I have Time Twister. Okay, Memory Jar, Time Twister, and Regrowth. So I can go infinite actually. Let's take this. Actually, that makes me feel better. Yeah, I can just keep shuffling my deck. And there's Gristlebrand. So now I have a mana payoff that's insane. Okay, now you know what? I think we did it. I think we have the worst Dark Confidant deck in history. I'm probably gonna cut Dark Confidant, but Green-Black Storm is something I'm down for. I wish we had Tendrils. I guess it's not too late. Palinchron goes infinite with a lot of things in our deck, so we definitely take that. Yeah, Palinchron Heartbeat, Palinchron Mirari's Wake just goes infinite, so that's good. This deck is so weird. I don't think I'm playing Shieldred. I'm probably not main decking Massacre Worm, but Gristlebrand, Palinchron, Primetime, Sun Titan are win conditions. Like, that's enough. We get Elder Gargaroth. With this much ramp, I mean, Elder Gargaroth is pretty good. I only have the Windswept Heath to go with Crucible, so I don't love it. There's also Dismember because I have, like, actually 0 removal. But sometimes just a quick Gargaroth does win. Let me look at this. This seems kind of ridiculous. Quick Gargaroth. We could take Kiki Jiki, I guess. Let's see. Kiki Sun Titan, Kiki Prime Titan, Kiki Palinchron are all good combos. Okay. Alright, alright. Razorvert's Thicket helps with the mana a little bit. I like this deck. There is Bolas's Citadel, but I don't think this is a Citadel deck. We'll take Repeal. I'm not playing any of these, I don't think. Gilded Lotus, I kind of like. Duretti is cute, but Lotus is quite good in this deck. And we get Terastodon. Okay. And the Scavenger. So we are like the weirdest ramp deck anyone's ever seen. But I think it's pretty good. As far as draw 7s go, we have Time Twister, Memory Jar, Yawgmoth's Bargain, Gristlebrand to a lesser extent. I like this. I think it's going to be a very light blue splash. And we're obviously going to remove some of these creatures. Like, I probably don't need to main deck Terastodon. I want creatures that let me continue comboing, like Sun Titan, Primetime, Titan, Gristlebrand, Palinchron. I don't think I need Palinchron now that I have Kiki Jiki. Or not Palinchron, whatever this guy is. Elder Gargaroth. But I need to make a lot of cuts. Okay. Probably Charter Course because it's off color. I love Burgi. But I can cut Burgi Kiki and then I just never have to worry about red mana. And then I can get rid of this and this. That makes things more consistent. I can move this over here. I still need to make cuts. I guess I'm unlikely to cast Ponder, although it is really good with Yawgmoth's Will. This deck is insane. I don't really know what like Kiki Jiki Massacre Worm is something that I'm down for. I think Palinchron in the main makes sense. Primeval Titan also makes sense with a deck that's expensive. Sun Titan with Black Lotus is sweet, but maybe sweet is not good enough. And I like just play Kiki Jiki because Kiki Jiki lets me go. No, Kiki Jiki's pretty bad. I guess I just bring in the Gargaroth because I can cast it really quickly. We're slowly making the mana more consistent too. I guess I don't play Gilded Lotus. Although that card like single-handedly enables my top end. But I guess I'm going for putting lands into play with Mirari's Wake and Heartbeat. So maybe I cut Wurn, Power Stone, Gilded Lotus and just have more lands with Sakura Tribuilder, Cultivate, Excavator. I don't hate it. I think this deck, if we had seen any Storm win cons, this deck would be so much easier to win with. I'm trying to think. I probably do need a Terastodon. Do I have any way to clone Terastodon to just like absolutely kill them? Oh, Terastodon Massacre Worm? Kiki Jiki. Wait. Our win condition can be Terastodon, Massacre Worm, Kiki Jiki. So we play Terastodon. How much damage does this do? We kill 3 of their things. Then we play Massacre Worm. This triggers. Then we make a copy of Massacre Worm. So for each creature they lose 4 life. That does 12 damage to them. And then we hit them for 6. That's actually a pretty good combo. I think I like that more than Gargaroth. But it's kind of a pipe dream. It's a pipe dream. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I want at least 17 land in this deck just because land drops are so important. But I have absolutely no idea what to cut. I like Regrowth because it gives me a chance at not, like I can just keep Regrowth Time Twistering and play my whole deck. I have no Storm cards, but Excavator I guess is only good if I get Windswept Heath, which is pretty unlikely. So actually I think I just cut that and then run these. Because I have Yawgmoth's Will as well. Okay, so 1 Plains I think makes sense. 2 Island, 4 Swamp, and 7 Forests. Honestly, just the perfect mana base. I almost want to go down to 1 Island, but that's a little bit sketchy, but I'm not casting blue cards unless I'm going off. So 1 Island seems good, and then we'll just add a Forest. Because I'm not casting black cards unless I'm going off too, and then we just need to hit green whenever. And then white, we have 3 white sources to cast 1 Mirari's Wake. I really like Sun Titan. Sun Titan's so sweet, but worse than the others. Alright, we're going to run it like this. See you guys round 1. And we're going to be sideboarding, right? If they're playing creatures, we bring in Massacre Worm, Shieldred, Kiki Jiki Massacre Worm sounds fun. We're going to do it all. See you guys round 1. Alright, so here's the situation. I drafted that deck, and then I came back, I don't know, this is like a whole weekend later. So I got fresh eyes, and I have a bunch of ideas. First of all, Mystical Tutor, I don't think I need. It's blue, which is kind of my splash color, and I'm just going to be tutoring for Time Twister and basically just Time Twister, and that just seems like too narrow for 1 card, so I'm going to cut that. Then, the second thing is, when you're playing a deck like this, you want to be able to win immediately the turn everything comes down. To make that happen, I'm going to need Kiki Jiki and Repeal. So here's the combo, and here's how we're going to make it work. Kiki Jiki, you cast Kiki Jiki, you make a copy of Palancron, you untap all of your lands. Then you cast Repeal on Kiki Jiki. And then you replay Kiki Jiki, make a copy of Palancron. Then we cast either Time Twister or Regrowth Time Twister to reshuffle our deck in. That gives us another copy of Repeal. We can then repeal Kiki Jiki and keep repeating. So essentially to go off with Storm deck, to go off and storm out with this deck, we need Kiki Jiki, Palancron, a mana doubler, basically have drawn through our entire deck, and the ability to recast Regrowth Time Twister. But we technically can have an instant win with infinite Palancrons and things like that. I think for now I'm going to cut Gristlebrand. I have Yawgmoth's Bargain, which plays a similar role, and I don't have any way to like reanimate or cheat this into play, so this is kind of like an 8 mana worse copy of Yawgmoth's Bargain, because drawing 7 at a time is just worse than drawing 1 at a time. To make Kiki Jiki work, we're going to need access to red mana off of Palancron, so we're going to add Wandering Fumarole and a Copperline Gorge. Copperline Gorge for a forest, Wandering Fumarole comes in for a swamp. And so now, if we can get infinite mana with Palancron, we just need 1 red source in play to be able to cast Kiki Jiki and go off that way. And we have Fast Spawn. We also have Dryad of the Elysian Grove to make Kiki easier to cast as well. So I think that's how we're going to run the deck. We have quite a bit of sideboarding too, like Massacre Worm will probably make an appearance and things like that. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Calivan's 08. We are going to go first. This is quite the hand. Oh boy. So this is Memory Jar, LED, Heartbeat of Spring. Has most of my colors. I'm going to keep... It does have Primeval Titan, so you never know. Not really sure what to expect from this deck, but it's got a lot of spicy nonsense. Birds of Paradise is cool. Another forest, so let's just play our forest. And pass turn. Opponent plays an Elvish Mystic. Wow, that's a lot of elves. Okay. Wow, that's... Oh my gosh. Okay. This is a tough matchup. Their deck is like... What is happening? This is so much mana. And Scavenging Ooze actually means we can't go off. That was a pretty good turn 2. At this point, I think I'm better off just jamming Heartbeat of Spring. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana already. So there's not that much that Heartbeat of Spring could get them that they don't already have access to. Meanwhile, it means I have a possibility of going off next turn. So I think we're just going to go Plains, Heartbeat of Spring, and just hope for the best. Like, hope they don't have anything in hand that's too scary. Because Tooth and Nail is not in there. They could have Terrastodon, but they're 1 mana away from Terrastodoning anyway. So I think it's fine what I'm doing. If their hand is just all... this looks like an expensive spell. It's just a Crater Hoof. I'm just dead. Oh, Fraley's killing my heartbeat. Yeah, alright. Well, better that than something else. I'm taking some damage, but honestly it's not the worst so far. Fraley's is at 1 and they could die to their own Mana Crypt. Mono land isn't exactly where you want to be, but let's play an island and pass turn. Because I'm taking 4 per turn and they're taking 1.5 per turn on average. Alright, deck, we need to draw something. Well, we need them to miss and we need to draw something. The problem is if we just play Memory... Wow, that's a lot of land. If we just play Memory Jar, they're just going to kill it. I think that's fine. I don't want to crack it. We just got to hope that they don't kill our Memory Jar. And that somehow they lose a bunch of Mana Crypt flips and then Primeval Titan blocking is enough to survive. I'm not even going to pop it in response, because that puts creatures in the graveyard potentially for Scavenging Ooze. It also shows them more of my deck. But Fraley's was the card there, so I'm at 7. Where were you? They eat my Memory Jar, sure. So we need to play a Forest here. Then we cast Primetime. That feeling when your first play is a turn 6 Primetime in a game, and you might still be okay. Here we can get my 2 tapped lands. I don't want to get any of the fetches. So they have 1 card in hand. It very well could be dead, and then we can like go off with Harmonize and stuff. This is definitely a Massacre Worm matchup as well. Make an elf. So if they swing out this turn, I take 3 damage. They don't attack at all. That's fantastic. Okay, that's a lot of land. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Harmonize. Okay, this is getting better. Now I can go Dryad. They eat my Harmonize. Yeah, this regrowth is pretty much dead. Land, land, cultivate. It's surprising how good Scavenging Ooze is against my deck. So they can Fraley's kill the Dryad. Actually, yeah, that is moderately problematic. They hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 7 because Scavenging Ooze eating Dry to the Elysian Grove is 7. So I actually cannot attack. But this Fraley's has been doing a lot of work for them. So we have 12 lands out of my deck. Pelucranos, how much mana do they have? They can just like kill me next turn, I think. Alright, deck, we need Timed Twister. Ooh, Maelstrom Pulse. I guess I Maelstrom Pulse the Scavenging Ooze, and then I can Maelstrom Pulse something else. With Regrowth. They Cultivate. Okay, now I can Regrowth. Now I can Maelstrom Pulse. I can hit all the Elf Druids, but I feel like I just want to hit Pelucranos here. They can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can monsters like 3, but that doesn't really do anything. If I hit the Elves, yeah, then this just gets too big to block Prime, too big for me to do anything. So we just kill this. I don't think they can kill Dry to the Elysian Grove. Yeah, they just monsters 2. Interesting. Do they have a burn spell off Birds of Paradise? Okay. I'll play a land. I will play Lion's Eye Diamond. That lets me actually activate Wandering Fumarole if I need to. And then, how much mana do they have? Or creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now they can't actually kill me. So now I attack them with Primetime. And we're just going to get 2 forests. Or I'll get Forest Windswept Heath because if I do decide that I want to fetch, that'll be useful. But we want to get their life total low so that they can't draw like Crater Hoof or anything. They go to 5, and they might think that they have lethal if they can do some things, but I can block with Fumarole because I crack LED for blue. But this is a lot of land. Okay, they have a Fellows. That doesn't do anything right now. But they can get up to Fraley's ultimate, so that's something to consider. Do I fetch on upkeep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I can also tap it for mana with the Dryad. Elder Gargoth is a pretty good draw. So I think I can just attack Fraley's now. Because if I attack them, they chump with... Basically I'm playing around Crater Hoof, and Fraley's drawing into Crater Hoof is something I don't want to deal with. So if I attack them, they need to chump with 2 creatures. I guess 3, right? So they just block, 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 and then Fraley's can still draw them 1, 2, 3, 5 cards. So that doesn't really work. I think our best option here... I could also attack with them with Wandering Fumarole, but then I have no blockers back. If they block with just 1, they need to block with at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. And then Freyalise only draws them 3. What if I attack Freyalise with both of these? I still have Wandering Fumarole plus Gargaroth back on defense. Or what if I attack them with Dryad? Because now they have to chump Dryad. I think I like this. Easy ability, yes. Forest. So we can win off Mana Crypt if they take the Dryad damage. We have 2 blockers back, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. So we would take 6. And this gains life when it blocks, not when damage is dealt. So we're not actually in too much danger of dying from anything but Craterhoof. We have drawn so many lands this game, it's unbelievable. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually not too bad. 10 spells and 16 land. I mean, a lot of them came from Primetime, but okay, so those go down. Freyalise goes to 2. Then we play our Gargaroth. Green. And then we have Wandering Fumarole on defense. They could also lose 2 Mana Crypt flips in a row. They did not, okay. The opponent has essentially infinite mana. And we win! 16 land, 10 spells, game over. Okay. They're playing green. We're definitely bringing in Massacre Worm. I mean, it would have been absurd there. I don't know if I need the Kiki combo. I also feel like Terastodon is kind of medium against decks like that. So I guess Massacre Worm is the new Terastodon. And Kiki Jiki Massacre Worm sounds awesome. So we will just run it back. Now, this is a hand. It's really bad. We got a mulligan. This one's good. I'm going to keep this and get rid of... I guess at this point... Yawgmoth's Will is good with Memory Jar. But that's about it. Yeah, I think I like that more than Regrowth. If I draw like LED or anything like that, we can go deep. And yeah, we just want to draw land. So we go Fast Bond. And they can kill Fast Bond, so let's play some lands here. We don't want to fetch because we do want to draw a 5th land to cast Memory Jar next turn, because then we can go Memory Jar, Fast Bond, and then Yawgmoth will replay all the things that we discard, as long as they don't have Scavenging Ooze. Green Suns for 2. It's probably going to be Scavenging Ooze. Oh, Raphellos. That makes way more sense. I'm a bit scared of Raphellos. Maybe I do want to fetch. Yeah, actually, I'm fine drawing spells. That seems reasonable. We'll just get a forest. Kiki Jiki is not exactly what I had in my mind of cards to cast. I feel like at this point, I'm just going to have to use Yawgmoth's Will as a bad regrowth. Because they have Raphellos, like they're going to be going so deep that, yeah, I'm just going to have to use this as a bad regrowth. And I don't want to fetch right now because it's going to get exiled. The old 3 mana get back a fetch land. So here's what we're going to hit off of Memory Jar. 6 lands, including 3 black sources, and Massacre Worm. That's going to be beautiful. Alright, opponent's... Questing Beast is a problem. Doesn't die to Massacre Worm. We take 5. Fast Spawn is going to hit us. Oh, we only take 4. So they have 3 mana left for something. Elder. Okay, I mean, honestly, that's not the scariest start. Let's fetch. This time I'll get a Plains. We have Fumarole. And play Memory Jar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I would go to 2. Otherwise I can wait until I have all my mana untapped. I'm just trying to think of like what series of cards I would have to hit off Memory Jar to win here. I only have 2 cards in hand. I think I'm going to wait. I'm more likely to have a shot at winning if I can untap from this position. Because they're likely to tap Raphellos for mana instead of attacking. And things like that. And the best part about all of this is they have absolutely no idea what's going on. I don't really have an idea what's going on either, but they are even more in the dark. The opponent tanked for, I don't know, 2 minutes. So we'll see if they just swing out. So they are going to cast something. Ooh, they are attacking with Raphellos. That's maybe better for me? I don't know. Going down that much in life, this deck does pay a lot of life. So, I mean, 1 Massacre Worm solves this, right? So we just need to hit it plus the black mana. Maelstrom Pulse also quite good. I guess I was supposed to Memory Jar on my upkeep. Pulse doesn't save me, but it might have been useful. So let's Memory Jar. Massacre Worm, 2 swamps. Interesting. So If I had Maelstrom Pulse and I could kill like the questing beast, this could be okay. I'm at 2, so I need to block here, here, and here. I need 3 blockers, so we're gonna need Primeval Titan, Sakura Tribelder, and Wandering Fumarole. I think that might be doable. Let's go Black Lotus, LED. Then we're gonna use Black Lotus for green. Oh, I can't activate Wandering Fumarole because I need different colors of mana than I have. Maybe they don't see it. Let's prime time. Grab Copperline Gorge, Island, cast Steve, play a land. We're not going to play 2 lands because that'll put us down to 1. Then we pass turn. We do get to see more of their deck as well. Yeah, if I had been able to Maelstrom Pulse, if I had played that better, I think I would have been in good shape because I kill this. They can't really attack, but now they just swing out for lethal because I can't activate the Fumarole. Yeah, so I think I misplayed by not cracking my Memory Jar on upkeep. What was the top card? Regrowth. Okay. Alright, game 3, Raphelos. Part of me likes Hero's Downfall, part of me thinks it's just too slow. So we'll just run it back. Alright, let's go first. Drag a Tree Speaker, Black Lotus, Kiki Jiki, Harmonized Regrowth, and a Palinchron. This hand is really close. I'm gonna keep. I can turn 1 Harmonize and then turn 2 Regrowth. That seems not like the worst idea. Forest, Black Lotus puts me down to... yeah, just turn 2 Harmonize. Don't have to discard. Then I can regrowth the Black Lotus. They just have an elf. Okay, we're doing something. There's the Fast Bond. Play Copperline Gorge, Island. Now we regrowth Black Lotus. Pass turn. Kiki Jiki Palinchron is in the works. Ooh, I like them attacking for 1. Are they missing a land drop? No. Then where else? Oh my gosh, I need a Massacre Worm so badly. Windswept Heath. I will play and fetch. I guess I do want this white source. And then there's a couple options. I think I like going Black Lotus into Memory Jar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because I can't go Black Lotus into Palinchron into Kiki or anything. I can't go Black Lotus Palinchron Memory Jar. So let's just stack this for a bunch of black. And I guess we'll hold open a blue here. Memory Jar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think I just want to pop the Memory Jar now. Yeah, this seems pretty good to me. We have LED. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't actually cast Yawgmoth's Bargain. I can Knight's Whisper. That's going to do a lot of damage to me. But if I hit Yawgmoth's Will, that's going to be quite good. Ooh, Tree Speaker's good. Cultivate's really good too. Play that, play this. Then we can cultivate for a swamp and a forest. We want the swamp into play, then we play our own forest. Then we cast Drag a Tree Speaker. And I can crack LED to level up the Tree Speaker, because that lets it block. Which I honestly don't hate. I have Kiki Jiki, Palinchron, and Maelstrom Pulse in hand right now. None of which I can cast. Yeah, I think I am going to crack this just to level this up. Okay, we're doing something. We get all of our hands back. Mana Crypt, Ewit, Green Sun's Knight of Autumn, Avenger. Somehow I am still a blue or red mana away from casting any of the spells in my hand. We have good top decks. Okay, Garruk. Make a beast probably. Come on deck, white source or blue source. I wanna kill Garruk with a Palinchron. I guess I could just Maelstrom Pulse the Garruk. But as soon as we draw Yawgmoth's Will or Time Twister, we're in business. They make a beast. Razor-Bridge Thicket doesn't help. So let's kill the Garruk. Level this up. Level this up. Level this up. Play this tapped. So I take 3, but then the Drag a Tree Speaker. Blah. Then this card can block the beast. But yeah, we need to draw a non-land card. I'm only running 16 land and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 6 lands left and 9 spells. Attack for 3, we fall to 8. Come on deck. Yawgmoth's Will, Time Twister. Gargroth is good. I'll take a Gargroth. Level this up. Play the Gargroth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Make them play around everything. So now their attacks are not great. They do get to get close to a Fraley's ultimate next turn, so I need to draw something. Oh, they have Craterhoof? Karn. Karn eating Gargaroth? Okay, I mean, we still just need Yawgmoth's Will or Time Twister. Okay, that's a weird attack, but we'll take it. Alright, deck, come on. Ah! Just a forest. So Karn can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I go to 1. I mean, I'm pretty dead here. Player land. Last turn. Okay, maybe Kiki-Jiki Palinchron is a bit ambitious of a win condition. But if I had Yawgmoth's Will, or even Regrowth, I would be able to start doing stuff. Exiles a card from their hand. Okay, we are going to get rid of Palinchron. Because Kiki-Jiki on Massacre Worm is also a very viable win con. Pride Mage, okay. Well, they draw a million cards. If they just draw a natural order, I lose. If they have Craterhoof in their deck anyway. Questing Beast, 4, 5, 6. I go to 2, so I could still draw Yawgmoth's Will and win. Okay, I just take 5. Okay, that's fine. Alright, deck, you know the drill. Yawgmoth's Will into Massacre Worm. Ah, just too late. Just too late. See you guys next round. So, I think removing Mystical Tutor was a mistake. It would have been good at like all stages of that game instead of Kiki. Well, maybe just instead of Terastodon, and then I just have the Kiki Palinchron combo. That actually makes sense to me, so this is how I should be running the deck. We'll run it like that. Oh, right, we're playing against Hyper Enton. This hand is close to being good, but we're going to mulligan. Having Kiki-Jiki in your opener is pretty rough. This hand I'm going to keep and just get rid of Palinchron. Any green source and we're doing pretty good. Or blue source even. They're just all pretty good. When it says good luck, have fun, thanks, you too. Green manas. Perfect. Play forest. Last turn. I maybe should have played a plains to bluff the mana Tithe. If this opponent knows who I am, they would almost certainly respect the Tithe. Oh, please don't be Thalia. It's always Thalia in this situation, and I hate it. Oh, Legionnaire's fine. We can block that with Dryad. We do take damage for 1 turn, but not the end of the world. Windswept Heath. I don't actually want to take the extra damage, so let's just play a Plains and pass. I take 3. Legionnaire tells me a lot about their deck. And then the plan is to go Dryad, Windswept Heath into Tutor for something depending on what my opponent does. Ooh, nothing. Kiki-Jiki, not really what we wanted, but let's hope they don't counter this. I cannot play around Mana Tithe or Daze because Windswept Heath, yeah, that's pretty bad. Windswept Heath I can only play after. I could have played Lion's Eye Diamond, but then I would have to sack my whole hand to do anything. And that's not so great. So let's pass turn. I can harmonize next turn. I fall down to 16, down to 13. But my opponent is missing land drops. Ugh, that's bad. Okay. Time Walk was like the best thing they could have had there. I guess Ancestral into Time Walk would have been good, but that's not great. I think we basically get... Ooh, okay, they're not doing anything. That's pretty decent. I can go with the Tree Speaker or the Harmonize. Harmonize plays around removal a bit better, but I will have less mana next turn. But I'm just going to cast Harmonize next turn, so I guess overall I think casting Harmonize here makes more sense. If they had Mana Tithe their Days, they would have tithed the Dryad, so if they do have it, they just drew it. Mana Leak, yikes. Okay, now what? Yeah, I guess the benefit of Tree Speaker is it plays around specifically Mana Leak, but if they have Swords or Path, like, it doesn't. I'm still live to draw Yawgmoth's Will. Memory Jar's alright. Alright, let's play Tree Speaker. Level this up. Okay, last turn. Might still be a shot. I don't have blue mana for Tutor, but I could go Memory Jar LED for black. Yeah, they have a removal spell anyway. Oh, Resto. Okay. We're going to 1 life here. Which makes it really, really hard for this deck to win. Because most of our things are like paying life to draw cards or play extra lands. Yep, going to 1. That Time Walk is what did us in. Well, I guess the 2 counter spells as well. A tapped land. Perfect. Let's go LED, Memory Jar holding up green, I suppose. And just hope to get lucky. We crack Memory Jar. I guess I just crack LED for black. Opponent just said Q, 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 Q. Then we crack Memory Jar, see what's going on. Problem is, Fast Spawn's not good. They say ignore that. I'll just give them a smiley face. I know they were trying to zoom in on the cards. So we have, okay. I mean, we're getting closer. We have Black Lotus Dark Petition. So let's do that. Dark Petition is almost certainly just getting Yawgmoth spell. If I had Tendrils in this deck, this would be so easy. I don't, but it would be easy. Should I get another color? No, because I'm just going to get a bunch of mana. Let's sack this for black. Or, I guess I can sack this for another color. We'll add red. Or blue. Because that lets me cast Mystical Tutor. We Dark Petition. Alright, how am I going to win this? I'm not sure yet. It involves a lot of shenanigans. Let's get Yawgmoth's Will. They also might concede here. Then we get to go Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, then we go Black Lotus for green. The problem is I don't want to give them extra mana, but I think I have to. Because I can Black Lotus for green and then cast Heartbeat of Spring. Then I can LED for black and Dark Petition. I guess I gotta do this. Black Lotus for green. Cast Heartbeat of Spring. We're playing on like super hard mode with 1 life. And a deck that doesn't really storm combo. Okay. So now we have extra mana. I can play a Swamp. I can play LED. I can also play Cultivate. That doesn't really do anything though. I can play Lion's Eye Diamond. I can sack Lion's Eye Diamond for black. I need Palinchron somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how to do this. I genuinely don't know how to do this. I just told my opponent that this deck is whack, so it might take a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I Dark Petition, it effectively costs 2, that puts me down to 6 mana. 1 short of Palinchron, so I cannot Dark Petition for Palinchron. I can cast Dryad and get an extra land drop. Dryad effectively costs 1 mana. I think my best bet is to do this. If I had any more life, this would be a lot easier. We can Dark Petition using just black mana. See what we can hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can play Elder Gargaroth, but I still die if I do that. I don't think I have a way to win. If I could fast spawn, I could win. But I'm at 1 life. I can Maelstrom Pulse, but then I still die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 mana. Wait a second. I can Maelstrom Pulse the Restoration Angel. We'll try this. Green, we play Dryad. Then I can play Windswept Heath out of my graveyard. Then I can Maelstrom Pulse the Restoration Angel. Add blue. I can Mystical Tutor and just hope they don't see the win con. I can't play anything else. Okay, that's my best shot. I get to see what's in their hand too. Factor Fiction, Teferi, Usher, Resto, Time Walk. So I'm dead on board. Usher of the Fallen. Yeah, this is definitely a Massacre Worm matchup. Alright, we just, yeah, they swing with both, we lose. But if they swung with one, we had a chance. I honestly think we had a good shot at winning that game if, you know, if they didn't have Time Walk and things went differently. But Massacre Worm in. I really don't know if the Kiki Jiki combo is ever going to happen. So what if I get rid of these and just put in good cards like Sun Titan, Shieldred, and then I can get rid of these red cards? That's probably just better. I can add a basic Plains and another forest, I guess. And I can get rid of Repeal. I can also bring in Hero's Downfall. And I guess I can get rid of Heartbeat of Spring and just go... Maybe I should just be running it like this to begin with. Just good value mid-range. Yeah, I should just be doing it like this. Alright. Alright, we can do this. We're gonna go first. Yep. This is a normal hand. Maelstrom Pulse, Cultivate into Yawgmoth's Bargain, go off. Fast Spawn will be incredible here, but it's not even that necessary. We do kind of lose to, again, double counterspell on Cultivate Maelstrom Pulse. But the opponent can only have so much. We're just hoping for no turn 1 Usher of the Fallen. Of course they have it. Alright, well, if they go Usher... It's weird, but we actually want them to boast with Usher instead of, like, hold up Mana Leak. Because, well, first of all, it sets them up better for Massacre Worm. And then obviously they're not holding up Mana Leak. Thalia would be a nightmare. I mean, there's so many things that just destroy me, but we'll see what they do. If they do nothing... The various obvious counterspell. I'm going to go for Maelstrom Pulse instead of Cultivate. I think Cultivate's going to be more important to get the black mana for Yawgmoth's Bargain. And I could have done nothing to waste their mana, but I'm also wasting my mana, and I have things to cast, so... Gideon, yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to wait and then just pulse the Gideon. Because now I'm going to take enough damage that Yawgmoth's Bargain doesn't do a whole lot. I fall to 16, and the next turn I take 6 down to 10. That's still enough to win off Bargain, I think. Unless they... If they counterspelled my spell, and then they tap out and I can't do anything, and then they counterspell Yawgmoth's Bargain, that's going to be pretty rough. We just draw a fetch. Yeah, let's play around Daze. Cultivate. I've drawn so many lands when playing this deck. Swamp, Island. Put the Swamp into play, Island in hand. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why am I drawing so many land? I actually don't understand. But yeah, now they have the really easy line of Boast, hold up, miscalculation, kill me. Wait, what? How did they give show game log? Oh, they just targeted nothing with Gideon? Yikes. They don't even care about the life gain. Spirit of... Oh my god. Oh, we're so dead. I don't think I can beat that. So let's just move on. I'll play this. They might even just counter my Yawgmoth's Bargain. This is the worst possible matchup / series of draws. Like the they'd probably just let it resolve, to be honest. Yeah, alright, then I concede. Or no, we'll kill ourselves here. Pay a life, don't draw a card. Pay a life, don't draw a card. It's the elegant way to concede a game. One says GG. GG. Going out on my own terms. Alright. These matchups, man. See you guys next round. Ooh, now this is a hand. Let's keep this one. We can go turn 1. Oh, don't you dare duress me. Okay, we can go turn 1 Harmonize. Ooh, oh, wow. Okay. This is disgusting. We can go Forest, Black Lotus, Fast Bond, play an Island, and I think I'm just going to Harmonize now. And then go Fumarole. Wow, what a turn 1. I'm gonna hold the Swamp in hand. Opponent does nothing? Okay. We have a Gargaroth, we have Sakura Tribuilder. They say, well, LOL. Yes. I think I just want a Time Twister. Like, play my land. When it says, oops, maybe they accidentally skipped their turn. We are going to just do this, I think. Give them a fresh hand, a fresh start at life. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, we get to cultivate. We have all the mana in the world. This deck really... Well, yeah, we just have all the mana in the world. It's fine. We get Plains Forest. Put the Plains into play. And I will play this Razorverge Thicket. Last turn. And then we're at the mercy of the top of our deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands out of our deck. So there's 6 left and 25 cards. So a lot of our top decks are like action. What? You can't just concede. What was I drawing? Gargaroth? Alright, that was probably gonna... Ooh, we were gonna Gargaroth... Kiki Jiki? No, I wouldn't have been able to do that. But then in regrowth. I mean, that was a very preemptive concession by the opponent. They're playing black-red. I'm just going to assume Massacre Worm is good against... No, maybe they're playing Reanimate, and I want Shieldred and Terastodon. I really want to go off with the Kiki Palancron combo, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So we can get rid of Kiki Palancron Heartbeat. And instead just bring in Sun Titan. We can cut the Fumarole Copperline Gorge for Forest Plains. Or Fumarole was blue. I only need 1 blue. Let's add Plains. Run it like that. I'm on the draw. This hand's bad. This hand is sketchy but keepable. It's really close to doing a lot of cool stuff. Dark Petition will be good. I think I'm going to be Harmonizing. I like Sun Titan. Maybe I just discard Dryad because I can get it back with Sun Titan. Because if I draw a land, I can Dark Petition. I guess I need spells. You know what? Yeah, we'll discard Dryad. Because I think it's just going to be turn 1 Harmonize, most likely. I could really lose to Spell Pierce, though. Forest. Wait, Tundra. Whoa! That is the opposite of what I was expecting. Let's wait, actually. There's no rush. And if I can Black Lotus out a Sun Titan, then get back Black Lotus, we can really do some cool stuff. Okay, opponent's just playing 5-color stuff. I'm guessing. Is it Signet's fine. What do I want to draw? Land? Okay, there's the land, so I can go for the Sun Titan. That's probably my best chance at winning the later game. I kind of lose to like Thoughtseize or whatever, but I don't know how much a Harmonize is going to help me here. Whereas if I can get down Sun or Prime Time, that's probably going to help a bit more. A Vampiric Tutor, okay. There are things going on over there. They just get, I don't even know what you get here. Deck Faden? Show and Tell. Okay. I guess I put in a Primeval Titan. No, wait, what? That's aggressive. So I'm just gonna say yes and get two. Actually I can get Razorbird's Thicket, Windswept Heath, and they can't kill those. Show and Tell Sundering Titan killing 2 of your own lands is definitely an ambitious play, to say the least. I respect the enthusiasm. I don't know if I agree with the end result. We get Regrowth, so I get to fetch for Plains, play land, play Black Lotus. They might concede to this, to be honest. Sack this to cast Sun Titan. Sun Titan gets back Black Lotus. I can attack with Primeval Titan and then regrowth it, but I think I'm better off just holding both of these back, passing turn. Show and Tell, this is one of the most aggressive plays I've ever seen. I like the, you know, I can't complain too much. I'm doing very weird stuff too. My deck is a really good Storm deck without Tendrils. There's a land. So if I swing with both, I guess I can go land Harmonize. Maelstrom Pulse helps quite a bit. So I can sack Black Lotus for green, regrowth Black Lotus. Play it, sack it for black. Maelstrom Pulse the Sundering Titan, lose a bunch of my lands. They're off it. Well, that was strange. I guess see you guys next round. I was gonna attack them for 12 and I would lose these 3, but then I Sun Titan back. I don't even know. A Black Lotus get lands and we just win that way. Okay, the deck is sweet. Opponent's deck was, I want to see their full deck list. That'd be fun.